What's up, y'all? Today we have a KD65X75CH Sony TV. We're gonna figure out what's wrong with it. Apparently, when you plug it in, the backlight doesn't come on, but that's never always the case. So I don't know exactly what's wrong with it yet, but we're gonna figure this out together. Just stay with me, follow me, and I will be editing this video, cutting stuff out, trying to see what's going on, and let's see if we can figure this out together. Let's turn it on. All right. So I'm gonna plug it in. I'll turn it off and plug it in. All right. Okay, so it's plugged in. So we heard something, heard a click. Give it a second, see if we can try to power this on. All right, heard no click. I don't really see anything going on differently. Let's try to do this. Get a flashlight. All right, I am seeing something. I saw a logo, which is good news, but I think it turned off. I'm not seeing any other pictures at all. Let's see what we can do again. Let's try to turn it back on. See if y'all see anything. All right, I see something. TV, movies. So it's on. So it looks like this is a backlight problem. Because it's on and staying on and not turning back off. Let's see. Yep. All right, I don't know if y'all can see that on the screen or not. You can't really see anything. But I see words, so this is good news. I don't know if you can see YouTube. Oh, you can. Cool. Y'all see that? Perfect. All right, so this is definitely a backlight problem, and I will be doing a backlight repair. Let's do it. And then we're gonna turn it on this back, or on the to where you have access to the back. I actually have this really cool dry erase board on my table, just so I can easily turn things around whenever I need to. That makes it a little bit easier to have access to it. I'm gonna see what I can do here. All right, so now that we got a better view of the TV, let's start with, just make sure it's all unplugged, all right? First things first. And then, let's get our screwdrivers. All it really takes is a regular screwdriver, but to make things faster, you can use a drill. So looks like that's about it. Make sure you check here. Typically the main board sometimes area has another screw in there, just so it tightens up. Actually, I've never worked with this panel before, or this TV before, so it should be all new to me. See how I'm gonna open this. You know what? I'm just gonna lift up. See the part gives. Seems extremely hesitant. So these two sides are clipped. Cool. Take that. All right, let's do some inspection. Take pictures for sure. Before you start working with any of these things, take pictures. Because you never know if something might have been replaced or not replaced but misplaced. You're like, oh, there's a board missing, and I know it was there when I started working on it. And screws, you just never know what might end up missing. So always take pictures before you start tearing stuff apart. For right now, what I'm gonna do is start some measurements. So get my multimeter. Well, skip that because I already know it's the backlights. The TV turned on, but the backlights didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to test the backlights. So here you can see the power board goes to the main board. Main board goes to the T-con board. I know these are working, or at least I assume these are working because I can see picture, I can see, actually I don't know if I heard sound. But I can see pictures, so I'm just gonna assume that the main board works. Okay, y'all, just got another TV. It's crazy because the owner, or one of the workers at the storage unit that I work at, he just gave me a random TV. So, that is another project I will be working on later. All right, let's start with this one. So, power board, main board, T-con board, speakers, and power button over here. So I know the backlights don't work. So the first thing I'm gonna check is if the power board can turn on the backlights. So I'm gonna plug it in here first. Just right. I don't want to do it the other way because this isn't a normal plug. So I don't want to get shocked. So right now it's just the main board and the LEDs. And let's see. So right now I'm not getting anything for the LEDs. So unplug, go. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna plug in my LED tester. Bada bing, bada boom. Get you one of these. These are super, super important for backlight replacements. because you don't want to end up tearing apart a TV that the backlights already work on. It's not fun, I promise you. I did it before. So let's plug this in. I'm just gonna have it right here. Have this right there. And I'm gonna put, oh, let's see. So this says, they're both gray. I have to flip it around. And this one's negative. Boom, nada. So it's staying at the 306 as it was before, which means I have bad backlights. So I'm gonna do a backlight repair. Well, actually, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can trick the main board into turning on the backlights. No, actually, no, I'm not. Scratch that. I'm gonna go straight to a backlight repair. So I haven't paid for, or I don't have backlights with me right now. But since I'm not keeping this TV, the first thing I'm gonna do is just change. I'm gonna see if the backlights are all working first, right? And then if there's one or two that are not working, I'm just gonna replace those two and be done with it, because I'm just gonna sell this TV. If I was keeping this TV for myself, I would replace all the backlights. But since I'm not, I'm just gonna replace the ones that are bad. So first thing I'm gonna do is, I already took pictures of everything. I'm gonna start tearing things apart. Oh man, this is so much. We got it. All right, let's see. So this is keeping it. Yeah, make sure you peel these pieces of tape back. Sometimes they hide things under the tape, and that lets them know if you worked on the TV. You know these companies, they don't want people working on their own on the TVs themselves. If you worked on it, they'll end up voiding your warranty or something. Just be careful with it. What you don't want to do is mess it up. Then take the bezel off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip this thing around. These are still on, and these are below. Cool. All right, so now I'm gonna turn this TV around, and these are already off. So I think whenever I flip the TV over, I'll be able to have access to taking the bezel off. The bezel is the black thing around the TV. And then I can take this off. I'm not sure, but I think that's the way to go. Because it looks like this the bezel is holding it from being pushed this way. So I think if I take the bezel off, then I can slide it up. And then wrap the ribbons around the actual LCD panel. So let's do that. What I'm gonna do now beginning. Bezel. Now, make sure you get some of these. These are for some people do they look up TV panel holders, but what I did was I bought glass panel remove holders, suction cups, because look at these handles. This is so much easier. So if you buy like the 2 ones, it's just, but you have handles, but it's only 2. So if you work with anything bigger than a 65-inch TV, it's a little bit harder. This one is a 65-inch. So that's 2 regular TV panels. That's great. But if it was a 75-inch or 85-inch, this is the way to go. So first, you do that. Boom. 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 Second, make sure this isn't glued on. First thing I'm gonna do is just pull up slightly. Clearly it's not glued on. So good news. Great news, actually. And you just put this away. Which next thing you want to do is you're going to take the inner bezel off. I don't know what they call it, but that's what I'm going to call it. Inner. I'm going to take these together. So this is something you do not want to scratch, because it will show up whenever you put the TV back on. You'll see like scratches. If you ever scratch this, or if you leave any dirt on top of this, there's a piece of dirt on top of here and right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna clean that off because it'll show up on the screen if you don't do it. And you don't want a little piece of dirt after you did all this work. You do not want a piece of dirt just showing on the screen, I promise you, or scratches. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this from that side because I want to bring that over here. Alright, next thing I'm gonna do, before I open these backlights, I wanna see is, do I stop here? I already see some bad backlights just by the look of it. See, like what I'm gonna do is start testing the lights, and if there's enough lights where I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna buy some new lights, then that's the best way to do this. But if it's like only a few of them bad, then I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, let's just replace the bad ones. That way the circuit gets back. So, because these are in series, so if one of them mess up, then it's gonna mess up the entire row and then turn the Sony TV off. So I'm gonna do here, just gonna test them, that's all. This is your TV, and you know it's the backlights, then you can replace all the backlights. So I'm gonna put the positive red on the red on the red, and then red on positive, and then black on negative. Let's test these. These are very, very dim. So this row is bad. Cool. I'm gonna check this other side too, just in case. And I'm getting almost nothing here. So all of these might be just bad. Oh look, we got 18.5. And then, all right. Let's continue checking. All right, 18.5. And 18.1. They're turning blue on me. So I might end up just going on eBay and buying a whole new set. 18.5, and then starting over on this video. 18.5. So it looks like this row was good. This one was good. This one was good. This one was. It looks like this is the only one that was good, bad. So to determine which one is bad, you have to now go through each single LED to figure out which one is the bad one. Just by inspection, they all kind of look the same. This one looks like it would be good. But for now, I'm gonna go through the rest of these. So I know this row is bad. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, here we go. Boom. So this is where the actual connectors meet. And this should test all of the backlights. So I'm gonna put black on negative, positive. So clearly this entire row is bad. And charm all. This one's good. This one's good. It's also good. And good. So, actually, what I'm gonna do now. So, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, they're all good, right? This row, something on this side is bad. So what I'm gonna do now is just look up on eBay. So I can turn this TV into a functioning TV by replacing the bad LED, or I could go ahead and buy all new LEDs. So this is a KD-65X75CH. And the backlights are only, let's see. So the backlights are $40. I really don't think these LED lights are that bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 times 3 is 39 volts. So I should be getting around 39. So I'm getting 34.5. And these look decent to where I shouldn't be changing these. Give it a second. And it should be a little bit brighter. So instead of 39 volts, they're not necessarily too blue either. So this is also 34.5. Honestly, I'm just gonna replace that one LED. So I'm gonna find out which LED it is. It's closest to the edge, so I don't have to deal with taking out all the paper. Give it a little bit of time. All right, if they brighten a little bit more. Let's check this one as well. This one is 31.9. So this one has a bad, this LED is bad here. And then give it a second. So I'm gonna fix this one. It's kind of hard to remember. I'm just gonna push that one back. I'm trying to remember which one's bad. Here, I actually have to open it. What I'm gonna do is just test. These are good. That's good. That's bad. Alright, so I'm getting 6. I'm getting 3 here. So this one is a little blue. Sometimes I want to probably fix it. Maybe, let's see. It'll get brighter soon. Maybe I didn't catch it. 6 volts. $7.9. 6. Okay, so solder and tweezers. And what else do I need? There's some ports. So finally got it. Took forever. Other TVs are not this hard to solder on stuff. For some reason this one is. Oh. Alright. Alright, we are back in action. Repair is complete. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue all of these on to, I'm going to glue these back onto these spots. First I'm going to clean up a little bit. All right, let's give it a try. See if it works. Booyah. We have a backlight. It's backwards because the TV is on turned around, but it's all good. Let's see what we got. Just loading. Oh yeah. Boom. We're working. It looks good. You can see some discoloration here, but you just turn the backlights down a little bit and it'll look just fine. Wouldn't even notice it. It's just that backlight is a little bit higher than the others, just because it's newer. But at least you have a working TV. That's it. Hope y'all enjoyed it.